back to my channel. My name's Evie and I'm a mum to a little girl called Matilda. She is now 8.5 months. I'm now back to work 4 days a week and still training 1 day a week because, I'm not sure I've mentioned it previously, but I'm still training to be a teacher. So I go to Shropshire University, which is in Ormskirk. Yeah, 1 day a week, and then the other 4 days I work in a school. And yeah, so now I'm now juggling uni, work and having a baby. So fun times. So today's video is going to be my 5 top tips of going back to work and remaining organised. Okay, so tip number 1 I would say is to make sure bags, lunches are all ready the morning before. Every evening when I come in from work, I will make sure I check through the bags to make sure nothing needs topping up. So if Matilda's been at nursery one day, I will make sure that if there's any dirty clothes in there, they're all taken out and a clean set is put in. And I always put a pouch in, even though she's going to nursery 2 days a week, I still like to make sure there's a food pouch in there. I don't know, just in case one day she's really hungry and they haven't got food ready yet, she can get quite hangry. It's like her mummy. So yeah, I always make sure there's food pouch in there, a clean set of clothes, and then she has a little tablet in the morning because she has really bad reflux. I'll do another video on that soon. So yeah, I'll make sure all the bags are ready and they're by the door. Sometimes I'll even just put them in the car if I know or feel like it's going to be a hectic morning. I'll make sure they're all ready in the car. So yeah, tip number 1 would be to make sure the bags are all ready, including Connor's lunch, because I still have to make that. My tip number 2 would be to make sure you're not just starting the routine for the first day as you go back to work. I'd make sure that the routine that you're going to be following each week or each day when you're back at work, I started mine about 2 months beforehand. There were slight adjustments because some things weren't just quite working. So now everyone who was involved in helping me look after Matilda, including myself, including childcare providers, including my mum who watches her some of the days, everyone knows what's going on, what's happening. So I'm not getting to work and having texts saying, right, who's doing this, who's doing that, because getting to work and leaving my little girl at home is stressful enough without having to worry about texts people are sending me. So yeah, make sure you practice your routine a good few weeks before you're planning on returning to work. Tip number 3 would be to meal plan or batch cook, whichever's easiest, or both. Thursday night, because it's my day off, I will make sure I sit down, do a meal plan, think of what I'm going to make, what's in the freezer that needs using, I'll plan it all in, and then I will go on to Asda's or Tesco's, or where else do I use, Sainsbury's, and do an online shop. I'll make sure that comes for like Saturday night or Sunday morning, so then it allows me the weekend to sort of get anything ready that I can, prepared for the week ahead. I always find like the silver tin foil, do you know like the trays? So say you go to a Chinese, I'll say I know. Yeah, like the tin foil trays that they put the foods in, I always make sure I have a bunch of them in as well so I can put any leftover food in, and I find that's really helpful. So tip number 4 is following on from the sort of bags all ready kind of thingy-majingy, whatever you want to call it, and that's to make sure outfits are all ready or they're planned in your head. So every night I'll either have a shower and then get my outfit out, hang it all up. Same for Matilda, I'll make sure her outfit is hanging on her wardrobe. So I just know that I'm not having to get up in the morning and put together 2 things. They're all there ready. So all we've got to do is put them on. And my tip number 5, this isn't going to be one for everyone, but it's one for me, and that is to get done as much as you can to yourself. So for example, I have hair extensions, these are them, because I just find them so much easier. All I have to do is put them in plaits or put them in a pony and they will hold the style, or might fall out a little bit, but they're just so easy to get up in the morning and style. I just find that so much easier than having to get up and blow dry my hair every morning or every night. They last me a good 3 days before I have to wash them. I've got my eyebrows microbladed, so that's another thing. And then I also do use a bit of fake tan just to make myself feel better. And yeah, I do sometimes have my eyelashes on, but sometimes they really irritate me, so I end up pulling them all out. And then I end up with no eyelashes anyway, so I have to let them all grow back. Like, you probably can't see now because it looks like I have got some, but as you can see, they're really thin. So then the last thing to go on to the end of tip 5 is to make sure that your makeup routine is quick and simple. I think I can do mine in roughly about 5 minutes. So it's literally moisturise, I have a quick brush like that, to put my foundation on, bit of blusher, bit of contour, bit of highlight, bit of mascara, my eyebrows and a bit of lip gloss, and I am done. And I know I can just get up and do that quick, and the makeup lasts me all day, so I don't have to worry about it. So I hope you enjoyed my video on my top 5 tips for going back to work and remaining organised. If you've got any more tips, then make sure you leave them down below, because any further tips from me would be useful. I am still trying to juggle everything, but we are getting there. And that's it. So make sure you like and subscribe to my channel, obviously, if you do like it. If you don't, then ta-da, see you later. And make sure you watch the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.